One. Hello and welcome to another episode of Nerd BS. It seems you've elected to listen to us over the madness that is going on. Hopefully, it's passed by this episode's out.
Yeah, by the time
we are recording on the 5th. What was that?
Hopefully, by the time you're listening to this, the results are in.
And you've done your mourning or celebrating, one or the other, depending on who you were going for.
Yeah.
And
right.
can move on with your life. We are at episode 322, Tuesday, the 5th of November, and this is the election day for the United States, and it's been an interesting one so far. But you probably heard Kyle there and Chris as usual, and I'm Alan. And I hope your days have been all right, because I've been trying to avoid the news most of the day until like recently. So I don't know.
Really?
I've been trying,
Yeah, I think I was I work, in a middle school, so that's not a hot topic. You know what I mean? You got a lot of kids going around, so they're not.
Yeah.
It's different if you go into like a standard office, or you're going to work retail and you're working with a bunch of adults. So yeah, I kind of get that shell, right? And then you roll into practice, and they're high schoolers, so they're not talking about that either too. So I kind of got that built-in buffer of just going through the day. I can imagine what it's like when people are walking into their office for the day. They're walking into the like the store, like, so it just is different, right? So I was kind of put in my own little world of what's going on around me, and like I said, I'm electing to talk about games instead. So that's kind of where I'm going to stick with. Yeah.
Sound good, smart. That's what we're going to stick with. So I guess the first thing we want to talk about is I want to talk about, because Kyle's been talking about it for a bit. He finished Paper Mario on his Switch, and I'm curious to hear what is the percentage of laying down while you played it for this game? It was like a 50-50, or were you like 70-30?
I'll just say this: the Switch was never docked during
never docked. All right.
I respect that.
Yeah,
it's good.
100%.
Did you beat the GameCube version before you played this one? I guess
So no, I never played the GameCube one at all of the Thousand Year Door. I don't know why. I just never got around to it. Probably because I couldn't just lay down and play it. I had to be on the couch or something. God, that's just miserable now. No, I didn't play that one. I have played the Wii one, Super Paper Mario, which is okay, and I didn't play the Wii U one. And Origami King's okay on the Switch. But I finally got to finish Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door on Switch, and it's a solid 8 out of 10. I could see
8
why
out of 10.
it's so
okay.
Yeah. So highly regarded. It's really well done. Very well balanced. And I don't know if you believe me or not, Alan, but there's really no twist. It's a Mario game.
In a Mario game?
You do get to play as Bowser.
That.
He doesn't join your team like in Mario RPG, but you do play as him just randomly, and then like you go through the Mario levels as Bowser, like a 2D side scroller. It's very random, but it's a nice change of pace during the game. And then the Peach parts are terrible. You get to play as Peach, but she just walks around, and it's awful. It's like the Mary Jane parts in Spider-Man. It's like, why are these in here? I could do without these. So
yeah, I can feel that.
But yeah, 8 out of 10. Very good.
8 out of 10. That's cool. Now I can come steal it from you, because now I need to try it out, because I missed it as well. Drop off
the Zelda game for me, and
the Zelda game.
Swap.
What's up? Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to ask my son. He hasn't even touched it since he played it for a while, and then he stopped playing it, and he went on to the next game we're going to talk about. But now he's off that, so that's just your life of a teenager, I suppose, is just jumping from one game to the next while he can. He's on Pal World now. So we'll see where the wind takes them. But I'm definitely curious about it. I think I said that before, so I really look forward to trying it out. But big DBZ heads here, and Sparkling Zero has been out for a bit, and we've all put
Did you call it sparkling?
hours. Yeah, sparkling. It's sparkling, right? Like sparkling water and sparkling. No, okay.
No.
I don't know why I want to say sparkling, but I supposedly I guess it's sparking Zero. But no. I mean, I think they missed a good opportunity because it sounds a lot better in my head. But I think I put I put about an hour or two into it, not too much. My son put countless hours. It sounds like y'all. Did you guys play it at all?
No, I didn't pick it up. Like I said, we were backstage. We were talking about it. And it was like it just felt. It felt like it's like a Call of Duty. Like it's just the same thing. It didn't innovate as much as I thought it was going to do. They promised a lot of innovation and changes. It's like, no, this is the same thing. It's really the same thing. The what if moments are okay, right? They're not like as groundbreaking as you thought they would be. And then when you're playing through, it's pretty linear. It's just fight to fight to fight to fight. And for the most part, like we've all seen it. Like we've seen all these moments before. Like.
Played it.
We know what's gonna happen.
Full games already.
Yeah, it's like fighting Frieza. He's gonna win. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's supposed to win that. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely the vibe I got as well.
It's so like Xenoverse was different, right? And that was really fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Not the greatest, but
I think
like,
I don't know. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good, but like, I don't think we need another one. Like, I feel like it's lived out. It's stayed personally.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Anyways,
I mean, they already keep putting it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Let me finish.
I got to talk. Okay.
Budokai is
finish.
But Fighter Z was different too, right? And that did really well, and that was really fun. But yeah,
Marvel's Capcom style.
Now we have the same one, but I think they're capturing a new generation of kids that have watched Super. I think is what they're getting, which is that didn't play the 6 Budokai games beforehand.
Yeah, 100%. That's I said my son put quite a few hours into that thing. I mean, I saw him putting hours in, which gave me thoughts of the past when I was playing like Budokai Tenkaichi and things like that. But yeah, like Chris was saying, it does feel like the same thing. I mean, it looks a lot better, but when I start playing, it does feel exactly the same. Yeah, you were mentioning that, and I was. What did you finally put your finger on it? What's bugging you about the aesthetic?
You were chatting about it. I don't know exactly what is the shadowing or just the animation, but like I wrote, the best way I could say is it looks like fake, like a fake game. Like, I feel like Kakarot, which was another kind of cool idea of a Dragon Ball. God, there's a lot of Dragon Ball games.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention, like, the Super Nintendo game from... Anyways.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It might be, like, one of the bigger running kind of IPs out there.
100%.
Games. But, yeah, it just looks... I don't like the way it looks. The trailer kind of got me, and then like now that I'm watching people stream it, I'm like, it doesn't look great. There's something because it doesn't look like the show. It doesn't look like, and I thought we have all this power and all these consoles now. It's like, why can't we just have it look like the show, which was what Fighter Z kind of did. And that's kind of what I wanted, I guess. But it's 2D, so that was 3D.
It looks. Do you think it looks close to Dragon Ball Super Superhero? Is that even too?
No.
Okay.
No.
There you go.
Absolutely. Absolutely not.
I did see a comparison, and I thought it was an interesting comparison where they showed that the Gokus mainly are the same body structure, and what gets annoying about that, specifically with Super Saiyan God, is that Super Saiyan God is supposed to be thinner and more slender. That's the whole point. of the form. It actually doesn't
Yeah.
get bigger; it gets smaller, and so people are frustrated. And I would agree that the other forms aren't bigger, and they don't look bigger, whilst the Super Saiyan God is smaller, so it should look smaller as well. And it just kind of reeked of laziness.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. But like, I guess like look at the shadowing. We're kind of rolling some of it now.
Mhm.
The shadowing, I guess, is a big part for me. Just it looks lazy. It's a good looking game. Obviously, it's probably one of the best, if not the best, looking Budokai one. But yeah, I didn't even think about that's a big deal, right? It has to look good. That's a huge part of
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. Is it looks cool. And here's another thing we talked about earlier. Is like I don't want to fight Raditz again. You know, like I'm so sick of
Yeah.
fighting Raditz.
I think I got to the end of the Frieza saga before I was just kind of done.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
so
all right,
you
I'm
beat
good.
the Ginyu first and everything, huh?
I did. I went through the Ginyu Force. Yeah, it goes pretty quick, which is good. It needs to go quick. I mean, we can't sit there for too long on those fights,
Yeah.
but still, and
Yeah,
it was
I'm
fun
gonna
and it
get
felt
it.
good. Yeah,
When it's $20, because I've never seen a Dragon Ball game not go down to $20.
oh yeah, it'll go on sale, 100%.
Yeah.
Get enough time,
And I'll get it then. And
but
hopefully-
I will
there's no
say.
such thing as cheat codes anymore.
Yeah, I will say the online experience, at least watching it, like streams and stuff like that, I've been really enjoying watching some of these people really get into it and dig their teeth into it and do these battles. It's been actually pretty interesting to watch. And when Yajirobe was kind of broken, that was pretty fun to watch as well. I was enjoying watching those ones because he could heal himself fully. It was funny to watch, but I understand why they fixed it, because all they were doing was keep healing and knocking them down enough to get the timeout. So it's just like constantly timing out people. So I can understand why they would fix that, because it's not fun. But I just think it's funny because it was Yajirobe. So
Yeah.
I even saw some stuff with Chaozu being kind of like
Mhm.
super aggressive and like unstoppable. But even then, when I saw some data or analytics around it, when they do the competition or the online fighting, it's like 40% of the player base pick UI Goku. Like UI Goku is
UI
just flat out a better character. Like, I mean, we get
Yep.
it because of, you know, in the world of Dragon Ball Z, he is the better character. But when you're so heavily focused on the lore to make it lore accurate, when you have a character that just dominates the selection, is like that, and that's why you get like the cheesy little Chaozu things. Is because like, if I really want to be competing, I have to be UI Goku. Like I have to be UI
Yep.
Goku to be competitive
Mhm.
if I want to play online. And it's like 40%
yeah.
of the players online play as UI Goku, and it's like, what? the-
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah,
Like, what about the
there's like
other-
5 or 6, yeah,
there's,
really
like,
powerful
other-
characters.
Yeah, and there's a whole, and they talked about the whole laundry list of people, but it's like, but no one's using them. Like, what the heck?
But that's new
Yeah.
for a Budokai game, is the online. I mean, I think there was online, but not to this
Extent.
global
Yeah,
status, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and
So that's something
exactly.
they have to get that right. Like they really need
Well,
to.
they said when they launched it that it was not going to be balanced, because Dragon Ball is not balanced, and they specifically did that on purpose. So I mean, like you were talking about UI. I mean, like the 3 Gojitas, Jiren, and Whis are the ones that are like super
Three
powerful.
Gogetas?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
You got
Gogeta?
GT, and then Gogeta and Vegito, but 3 combinations.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones that are like the most powerful.
What's the third one?
GT, Gogeta, and Vegito.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are and then the UI Goku's really big too,
Is
and then
GT
Jiren.
Do they have the story mode for GT in it?
Don't
I don't
think
know.
so.
Yeah, I don't know if
I don't
the
think it
GT
is.
They just have the
section
characters?
made it. Yeah, I think they might have the well. This has the whole entire 8-hour playthrough. I don't know. We can scroll. I don't know. I don't think they have it.
That's part of.
My son was
You go
just
to-
in here. I could have asked him. He beat it, so I
Oh,
could have
yeah,
just asked
obviously.
him, but he left. He's
Ultra.
gone now.
Oh,
This
this
looks like
expert's gone.
Boo Saga. This
I know
looks like
Majub was in
Destruction of the
there.
God.
Majin Oob.
Oh yeah, so they're in the
Here's
super.
Goku Black right here.
And there
It
is
doesn't
there
look
is
like it.
DLC planned too, so that may be something that's added later because GT was added later in Xenoverse as well. So
It
it may be
was,
something
that
that's
was
added
awesome
later.
that they did that.
Yeah. And they might just figure out if they want to do it or not. I mean, I'm sure they'll do it. That's the great thing about it. They do have content they can drop, but again, it's just the same content. It's the same stuff, man.
Garlic Jr. Saga. Here's hoping.
Where's
This is
Garlic
the
Jr.? Yeah,
DLC.
let's get him in there.
Garlic Jr.
This is-
DLC. Yeah.
This is the opportunity where you can do something different. You could try something different. And that's what I thought they were gonna do with the what if moments. Like this is an opportunity to do something different.
what do
When
you-
you play the whole game through, it's the same thing. Like it's the same
Same
thing.
We need more
Like,
what ifs. 100%.
Yeah, like there's so many. The lore in the game is so rich. There's certain characters that had like, are we gonna use them? And they're gone. It's like, what happened? Like, what are we doing
Right.
here? We could have
Like all
fleshed
the-
that out so much more. Like, Goku didn't always have to win. Vegeta didn't always have to win. There's so many other things that could have happened, and they had an opportunity, and they talked like they were gonna utilize it, but then they just went with the same thing.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Like, I don't know why they did that.
Like all the side characters could have so many extra stories. You know, when they're training, when all the Z warriors were training with King Kai, like all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
be Yamcha before you get Yamcha. I want to be there before he gets posed. You know, I want to be there.
Uh,
I want to prevent I want to prevent that.
I suppose. I mean, a lot of people were giving IGN crap for giving it a 7. I mean, you guys haven't played it yet, right? Of what I've understood. So I mean, we probably can't give it an honest review yet. Yeah, so we'll have to come back to it later. But I mean, maybe they weren't as far fetched as everybody was giving them crap for.
no,
Maybe
I
the
believe
nostalgia
them.
glasses and the not having a arena fighter for 10 years is really helping this game make some serious ground.
I think so. It's a lot of nostalgia, and they haven't made one like this for a while.
Yeah,
So
but well,
Yeah.
if we play it, perhaps we'll come back to it. But another nostalgia trip. Apparently, Rocket Knight. So this has been out. I know this has been out, right? But specifically,
it's been out.
okay, go ahead, Kyle. Take over.
I forget how long it's been out. You could have downloaded this game digitally. It's called Rocket Knight Adventures. Came out on Sega Genesis originally. There we go. We got the B-roll going. However, Limited Run decided to make a physical copy called Resparked. Let's see, there we go. And so I purchased this. I don't know if you guys have ever bought from Limited Run on their pre-orders, but I bought this probably close to a year ago. And you get an email where it's like, hey, it's being made, and you're like, okay, who cares? And then you finally get the email like, we shipped it, and it's like, thank God, because I spent a good chunk of money on the Resparked edition. So it comes with the physical copy and all the goodies in there, but it has multiple games because there was a sequel, and it's not very good. But since this is my favorite game ever on Sega Genesis, I also splurged and I got the plushie
Oh, nice.
goggles, and my daughter immediately took it and introduced it to her other friends. And I got the skate deck right here.
Nice.
So
Do some sick grinds with that, huh?
You went in for that, huh?
it's my favorite game. I don't think I've actually beaten it like legitimately, because it's, as you can see, you only get like a couple continues, and it gets a little difficult in the end. I've beaten it, in ways I don't want to admit, but I love this game. It got me through a lot of tough days as a child, just like looking forward to playing this game. And I think, Alan, you had it is where I played it, and
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's one player. I sunk a lot of time into it. I plan on playing it and beating it legitimately. I do hope there's a rewind feature, just so I can get past it once. But who knows? Maybe I'll start speedrunning it. It's something I've always wanted to do, and it's a nice little surprise because I dropped quite a bit of money on this little bundle, and then you finally get an email like, oh yeah, crap, I forgot I spent all that money on stuff we need for the family.
Yeah, this was money well spent.
Yeah. Can't get it back now, but I'm super excited. If you haven't played it, try it. It is available to download digitally, hopefully pretty cheap. I didn't look at it. But
This is on the Switch, right? Switch only?
No,
No,
it's on
it
everything.
should be on PS5. I know it is.
At least
okay.
PlayStation. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I won't be doing that. I'm happy that you but I'm happy you got it, man. That's really cool. I didn't.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. As we keep talking games, there's certain games that come back in our lives, and you're like, man, this was really good for me. And I'm happy to hear that you're like, yeah, it was good for me. And you're in a position in your life where you're able to like get the game, like everything that goes along with it. I can have it for that dopamine drip.
Yep. I usually like. I don't know. I buy games off limited run, but it's usually just the base game. And I finally this time was like, I'm gonna get the big box. I'm gonna get the big box one. Here's another thing. It's Konami. We've talked about Konami before. Let's see. And they have this title, right? This thing was just sitting there. There was a remaster or a remake or whatever reboot that came out on PS3. But again, they have all these titles they're just sitting on. They're finally starting to do stuff with it, like Silent Hill and everything. It's like, what are you guys doing? Get it together, man.
Well,
You're
I
sitting on
just
gold.
purchased it. I just purchased
nice.
it for $20.99. It's on sale, and nobody will know on the cast, unfortunately. But if you're on our Twitch channel, you would know. But apparently the sale ends tomorrow.
Right.
So,
No way.
yeah.
And then it goes back up to what? The fact that it's $20 for this
Goes
though?
back.
Just the
Yeah,
game?
it goes. It's $20.99. You get quite a few games in a remastered version, but it's also I think it's normally $30, $29.99.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, you get multiple games. I think you even
How
get
many
the
How many multiples over here?
yeah. What did
You
with the
get
digital one?
3 games within the franchise are available: Rocket Knight Adventure, Sparkster Rocket Knight Adventures 2, Sparkster, 2 new non-gameplay modes, Museum Music Player, a boss rush, and save game progression at any time with a rewind feature.
Oh, okay. There he is. Yeah.
So
So yeah,
Wow.
you get 3 games. That's like
$10
$20.
Okay. All right.
And 99
$20
cents.
is worth it.
I picked it
Like,
up.
I'm hyping it up, but like $20 is definitely worth it.
It's what I've been meaning to grab anyways. And I got some money from PlayStation, so it gets
Oh,
it.
one of the-
You got it, Konami.
Yeah.
It's yours.
That's cool. I know we were talking about it before. One of the things that comes with in the big box is a Sega Genesis style box for the game.
Oh,
It's got,
nice.
like, retro feel, yeah. It was pretty cool. I remember
That's
seeing
pretty
that,
cool.
So. Yeah, if anyone's interested, it's also for sale because the current economy is not great. So it's all
$30.
I'm just kidding. $30. Digital price. I have people haggle with me saying that, like, try to get the digital price for games.
Use the digital.
They're like, I can get it on the PlayStation Network for $30 right now. I was like,
Then
but
go
this is-
get
And
it.
go get it.
yeah,
Then what are you doing here? Go.
If you
get
just
it.
want to play the game, this is not what you're purchasing. This
right.
is for a collection. But
More-
luckily, I
The
know
more
you were
I've
just.
seen this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the more I've seen
Go
this,
for
it's
it.
like, I've played this before.
I'm
I've
sure you
played
have.
this game before.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this
Awesome.
boss fight. I remember this distinctively. I remember this particular boss coming through the walls. Things I do remember this.
It's a pretty popular Genesis game. So if you
Yeah.
ever had a Genesis or around one, you probably somebody's played it in or around you.
Whoa. Okay.
100%.
Not, well, not in you.
Yeah, that
near
was.
you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Not- Not recommended.
No.
This one's one of the easier bosses once you figure it out. But anyways, go ahead, Alan.
Well, I know you wanted to poop on Nintendo, Chris, but fortunately, we are getting some Nintendo news.
What's on
Where,
this game?
yeah, some good
neat.
news from Nintendo.
And what's that? I'm
Mainly that we are. I know it sounds kind of archaic that it's actually good news, but we are getting backwards compatibility for the Switch 2. So everything that you get on the Switch 1 will be transferring over to the Switch 2. That's what it's sounding like in their statement on the shop.
The language that's used is successor to the Switch. They haven't officially announced Switch 2. It's successor.
It's Switch 2 until further notice in my book. But either way. But they also gave us some cool statistics as well, discussing how well the products, the games on the Switch have been doing compared to the Wii U, which we kind of talked about a little bit before the cast, that it's a weird comparison to make since the Wii U itself sold less units than which game was it? Yeah, Kirby. Less than the Kirby game.
I don't know if you
which
can pull
is
that one up.
hilarious that they would even compare. It just seems like they should have compared it to the Wii, because that was like the big moneymaker. But here we are. They did combine them with the 3DS, so at least we got a combined sales. But still,
Yeah, keep rolling. Go to the next picture.
there
One
it is. Nope, next one. One more. There
it is.
she is. So that's pretty cool that they are selling more, but it is kind of a weird skew since we're going off the Wii U, which sold less copies on its own than Kirby in that graph. So kind of shows you how many units were even available.
Yeah, I can see why they're not putting a lot into Metroid when they didn't even hit 1 million on the Wii U and 3DS. Like, there were several games. I don't think there was any on the Wii U, but there was a couple on the 3DS.
Metroid was one of those franchises that people were clamoring for. They were like, there was a small minority that was very loud about Metroid,
Right.
but then whenever you saw the numbers, it's like Star Fox is the same problem. There's a very small, loud minority that wants it, but whenever it comes out, it never gets the numbers.
Doesn't
Because
but it's just not even hitting 5 million on the Switch, and there's been two. Well, they did the remaster and then a brand new one, Dread. So it's like, guys, we could just make Animal Crossing and do 40 million, because they didn't even show those numbers.
They're like, we don't need to show that.
Yeah.
We don't have a graph big enough for that.
And those are drastically, like, it feels like copy and paste, because each one, I play each of them and I love them all, but I know what I'm getting into when I'm getting into an Animal Crossing. It's exactly the same every time with very minor tweaks to the system. And that's like okay.
Just,
but yeah, it's almost like Metroid. Well, at least Metroid has the two options, right? They got like the first person, which is with the Prime series, and then you have the regular Metroidvania style. But still, yeah, I see what you mean. Nintendo has that problem in general.
I was kidding, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. But even like Pikmin's doing like much better, and is that the whole franchise though?
Quite a bit better, yeah.
It's kind of.
I mean, those games
feels
are
low as well.
They're
fun. I love
games. Are
Pikmin.
pretty solid though. Yeah, they're fun games. I would agree.
All four Pikmin are available on the Switch.
On Switch, yeah, we have that. We own them all. Yeah, my son. I have them on Wii.
Only has the one. Only has the Metroid Prime. Only has the one remaster on Switch. I mean, we're all kind of waiting. I'm waiting for them to remaster.
They really should do them all. I have the collection for Wii, and I probably should unload it quick, right? Because as soon as they released on Switch, it's probably gonna be not worth as much.
Yeah, okay,
but we'll
Funny
see.
You should say that, because Xenoblade Chronicles X, they finally ported it to Switch, and it was, everyone was like, it's stuck on Wii U. It's kind of one of the last games that's only available on Wii U. And I just got a copy of it in a bundle of games I bought to sell. They announced that they're putting it on Switch. I'm like, you sons of... No, because it drops the Wii U
It drops the
It was
price
like
because people will
it was
wait.
like
Yeah.
$75. It cuts-
I
it
forgot.
cut it
You're,
in half.
you're talking about the sale. You're on the seller side. Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Went to your profit margin. I apologize.
yeah, I'm just gonna break even now. So it's like, if it sells, right? Like, you know, I
Yeah, if
gotta
it's,
find somebody that really wants it. Yeah,
Or just hold on
Because
to
now
it. for
people are
another
gonna wait.
15 years.
Yeah.
You gotta wait it out. Let the stink fall
That's
off.
unfortunate for you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love it. You know,
sucks.
I can't believe it. Like, Nintendo, I love and hate you.
It's like holding on to
Doing
Beanie Babies and then missing the ship. You're like, should have sold them.
Oh my god.
Dang it.
I'm curious.
Really is.
Oh, is this so? These are specific. These specifically are games that showed significant growth on the Switch, is what I'm understanding.
Sure.
Because they're not showing like Mario. They're not showing Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, yeah.
I was wondering about Fire Emblem too. They're not showing Fire Emblem. So I guess they're not as significant in growth.
There wasn't. I don't know if any of those titles released on the Wii U or 3DS. I mean, maybe Animal Crossing.
I think your Fire Emblem. I think you might be right. There wasn't a Fire Emblem on there. Animal Crossing. No, there wasn't. There wasn't an Animal Crossing because
Well,
we didn't get one on the Wii U.
On 3DS on Fire Emblem. Now that I think
Yeah.
about it, there was like
The Fire Emblem games at 3DS, yes, for sure. Because that's where Fire Emblem got saved. It was Awakening because that was their last hurrah. It was supposed to be, if it didn't succeed, they were gonna basically it was gonna get shelved for a while.
Yeah, I'm curious now. I would love to see those numbers. Maybe they're not performing. That's why it's not on this.
Or it's just not as
graphic.
business
it's just
tab.
not as a significant increase. Like it's mostly
Right.
the same people that are getting it. So it's probably maybe the same or maybe just a little bit higher.
Yeah, those same basement dwellers just getting it. Yeah,
Doesn't
Yeah,
make us look
basement
as good as
dwellers.
We want to look. It doesn't make us look good. We get the
Yeah.
numbers that make us look good.
yeah. That's what this whole thing is coming from. It is a business meeting that got leaked,
Yeah.
kind of deal. I don't know if it's got leaked. Corporate management policy briefing that Wario64 on Twitter got. And yeah, I don't even know if it's supposed to be public, but here it is.
It's out.
We're the first
Well-
we're the second to announce it.
We leaked it.
Yeah.
You heard it,
Now-
you heard it
yeah,
here
we're the
first, ladies and
second.
gentlemen. Well, by the time
Well-
you hear the podcast, we'll probably be like top 100. But fine, it's still, we still leaked it.
Well, yeah, that's good to know. I mean, I'm curious to see when the Switch 2 or Super Switch or Switch Plus comes out, where we're gonna go from here. But
Super
what was that, Kyle?
I like that. I like that idea.
Super Switch would be so. That title. Would
I think
be
they
so
should.
cool.
Yeah, I
They're gonna
agree.
name it the Switch U. That's what they're gonna do.
Oh, God.
No.
I feel like they've learned their
I
lesson.
can see the play on word like, no, we're not doing that. The Switch 64.
That'd be
64
cool.
Switch.
That would actually be kind of cool.
It'd be 64 Switch. It'd have to be that way. Or the Switch 40 or the 40 Switch 46. It's like they switched the numbers around.
There you go. Oh, this is
That would just
yeah.
go. Yeah.
There we
That
go.
would be cool Nintendo because nobody would know what the hell they're talking about.
I think they're trying to avoid that this time. I mean, I hope they learned from the Wii U because I feel like that's where we're at.
You know what they should do? They should follow Microsoft and call it the Switch One.
Just all over the place. Yeah, just
Go as yeah. No, there is
Just
no
call
there,
it-
there is no order.
Call it the
and then
Nintendo.
call it the
Yeah.
Switch Series U after that.
No, it's like full Marvel Cinematic Universe. There is no. It's not linear. It doesn't matter. The
nobody
order doesn't
cares
matter.
anymore.
Yeah, no one cares. It just
The
this is
multiverse
happening.
is out there.
Yep, it's
You
happening.
can play any
Enjoy it.
game on any console. Just shove it in there and see what happens.
Well, that's some good news from Nintendo. But now we're back. We're going back to Star Wars land for a little bit. You know how much we love with the Star Wars the shows. We got a new show coming out apparently.
You can't make me, Alan. You can't make me this.
I'm going to
time.
make you. We're doing it. We're doing a spoiler. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say that because I'm not getting anybody's hopes up. Let's see. When is this coming out? December 3rd, I guess. So next month.
Pretty
Almost a
soon.
month away.
less than a month.
Okay, all right.
So we got our trailer. We got it on the with a Twitch right now. What was that?
Are you watching? Is Chris watching this for the first time?
Yeah, I have not seen this. No.
All right, let's see. So this is patiently for his reactions. It doesn't look terrible. I think the trailer is not doing it good. I think whoever did the trailer is probably not helping. But it does kind of give like a Goonies vibe. Yeah, a Goonies or a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. It feels
too.
Yeah, it feels like Star Wars can be goofy. Don't get me wrong.
Sure,
this feels weird. It does feel odd.
But not 100% goofy. It can't be goofy the whole time. It can't be the Goonies, which is what this looks like.
Like and Star Wars is definitely for kids. I won't fight you on that. But yeah.
Yeah.
So all the like CGI actually looks pretty good, and the ships and all that looks pretty cool. But then the kids look out of place.
They look weird, and there's like that neighborhood shot looks weird too. That kind of looks like I've never seen anything like that in Star Wars, which probably is. It's interesting to see. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a new experience.
That was but that's what I liked about Star Wars is that none of it looked like where we live, and that looks like where we live.
It looked very like a dystopian almost, and
yeah.
there's definitely a scene early on where I guess the captain like asks one of the kids to drive, and I don't know the context behind that, but that sounds really weird. Like, why are you having the kid drive the ship? It's like, what is going on? This is obviously catered towards children at that point, trying to get them in the pilot seat, literally.
You know what's going to happen, and I'm already mad, is that my wife, she likes watching like kid movies like this. Like, where leave. She likes, because she used to work at a middle school for 16 years, so she's all about it, and she worked with music. And so she's going to see this at some point, and she's going to be like, oh, hey, you like Star Wars? There's kids in this. We should watch this. And I'm going to have to sit through this, whatever this thing is, and I'm going to come to the cast and play to you guys. And
I mean, it does say made by the same, by the people who did Mandalorian and Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, there's a chance here. I have a feeling that the trailer is doing this show wrong. I feel like it may be better.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, better than what they're showing right now. I'm hoping it's just a kind of odd trailer to really just capture a specific audience. And obviously, the men in their 30s ish are not the target audience. So that's where I'm going with.
Yeah, not anymore. That's for sure.
Right, time to move on to the new generation. Literally, not just
pass the torch.
But like literally passing it on to the youth.
I think they could have done it better, but we'll see. Maybe it'll capture the spirit of the Goonies in the Star Wars universe. Far, far away from my eyeballs.
No, you're gonna be front row center, my guy.
Yeah, I'm calling it, man. It's probably gonna happen. Just nobody.
I'm sure. Honestly, I'm sure it'll be fun. It'd be really fun to watch with your younger kids. I'm sure they would really enjoy it. That looks like a fun movie for a younger audience. Like, I don't know. That's the vibe I get. Maybe they're a little too young. Maybe if they're a little older, but...
So, are you watching it for sure, Alan?
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure I'll watch it.
You're in? Okay. All right, well then you'll have to report back to us in a month.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for Star Wars, and I like things in that universe. So, I'm hoping.
I thought this was going to be the one that turned you off. I hope it doesn't.
No,
I don't want it to, but it seems that way. So I'll stop.
I've been turned off from Star Wars before, but I usually get back on the horse at some point. But yeah, I mean, Rise of Skywalker really killed it for me at one point.
Back on
put me in a real dark place. Back on that Tauntaun, yeah.
Clever, but
back on that Tauntaun.
There's just enough content out there. You, like you said, you have one. What was the one we just talked about that they got rid of? That didn't go so well. Yeah, there you go. And
which one?
Acolyte.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're
And
correct.
they dropped it, and now they picked this up. They
Canceled
just they do so well with just saying, don't worry, hey, don't worry about that one. We're at this one now. Like, don't worry about
Yeah,
that one. We're at
right.
this one now. So
Don't look
they
to your
leave,
left.
right? They don't leave you enough time to leave a bad taste in your mouth because they're already putting something new on your palate, which is a very good like thing. Like, they always have something in the works. It's not too long in the
It
gaps
can
where
be.
it's, well, I mean, they always keep it relevant. It's almost like Fortnite. Like, it's like they just, oh, there's something always happening. There's always something new going on. It's
Yeah.
not like it's been like 2
Yeah.
years since we have our last Star Wars. It's like, no, there's always a TV show. There's a movie being made. You
They-
don't really get
They
6
did-
months without something new. Star Wars.
at the same time, they canceled that other show, and they apparently canceled the movie that they were going to make, the Rey movie. So
I thought that was still going on. Maybe I know they canceled Lando. I don't know about
yes,
Ray.
and Lando too. I forgot about Lando.
Yeah.
But that one actually kind of appealed to
I
me,
was
but
intrigued by Lando. Yeah, I was really intrigued by Lando. But
I don't know what.
I
heard
just
they
thought of something,
canceled
though.
I canceled them.
yeah, but at least they're going back to. This doesn't seem to have any connection with the Skywalker saga, so we're kind of getting a new direction. I know it doesn't feel like the direction we want, but at least they're still expanding even after Acolyte. So
I'll give you that.
one
That's a good
positive.
point.
One
They're pulling
positive.
they're pulling the Dragon Ball Z. We'll throw kids. We're going kids.
I mean, they could have just
Dragon Ball
put
Z.
they just put Luke and Leia as a kid and Boba Fett as a kid, and they just all the
Oh
work
my
together. That'd be fun.
gosh. Oh, fun with the no. I don't know about that. But yes,
Baby Yoda.
and
There you
and Baby Yoda, like actual Baby
Baby Yoda,
not-
Grogu.
not- yeah,
Not
Oh.
Grogu, yeah.
not Grogu,
Not Grogu,
actual
just Baby Yoda.
Yeah, which is
All right.
like 200-year-old Yoda anyway. So that's like baby for them with how long they live. That's their infancy. Like, I'm 200 years old.
Yeah. It's gonna be, it looks like a 6 out of 10. That's what it looks like based on the trailer.
Is the trailer? All right.
Yeah.
I mean, 6, 7. I'd give it to you. Yeah, sounds about right.
You got Jude Law in there. He's pretty good.
That robot looked cool. And I'm watching it over and over again.
With the droid, the battle droid.
And that robot looked pretty cool.
Like, I'm seeing different things. I didn't notice that before. Like, and now like,
I know,
that
right?
robot looks pretty cool. Rather than that
Looked
lame
pretty cool.
C-3PO. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, I think we're just kind of rambling now. It's a shorter cast, but that's fine. Every once in a while. I hope your day gets better and your week gets better, and everything goes smoothly. We'll be back next week. We are streaming every time we record. We try to keep everybody updated on our Instagram and our Discord. So if you want to join us while we stream, feel free to do so. And so we'll see you next time. Nerd BS.
Nerd BS.
Yes.
Oh,
Shoot.
I don't know how to. We gotta figure that out. All right, we'll figure that out. We'll get that for you guys. We'll get that for you guys. All right.